the industry series brought to you by SEGi Group of Colleges. Let me introduce myself. I'm Aldrin. I'm the moderator of tonight's live talk session. Our speaker tonight is from Samsung Malaysia. We are honored to be joined by the HR Strategy Analyst, Ms. Noor Rashidah, and the Management Associate, Ms. Diane from the Samsung Malaysia with us tonight. Before we go any further, let's do a quick tech check. If you can hear us clearly and see us clearly, do type yes in the comment section. I can see people starting to say yes. Yeah, nice. Thank you all for responses, and feel free to continue interacting with us throughout the talk. I would like to acknowledge some of our industry partners who are watching right now together with us tonight. From Starbucks Malaysia, Miss June, Miss Angela, and Miss Kawo, Johnson, Johnson Elvis, SD and NG, Miss Junita from YouGood, Miss Albert from Illegal, Miss Janet and Mr. Castrick from Sure. Thank you all for joining tonight. I would also like to mention that this show is powered by Sure and Illegal. Before we start, we would like to remind everyone to register yourself at the link provided in the comment section below. As tonight, we will be giving out 2 lucky draw prizes. We would like to also take this opportunity to thank our guests and sponsor tonight, Samsung Malaysia, for their generous sponsor and support. So, for those who have not registered, please register now by clicking the link provided in the comment section below. Please be reminded that you will need to register yourself before the halftime break, as the registration link will be closed during the halftime break. So, if you wish to win and walk away with the lucky draw prizes, please do stay until the end of the session so that we can rate you when your name is being called. Else, we'll draw another winner for the prize. Thank you. Now, before we begin, are there any Samsung user here? Comment in the comment box which Samsung product you used before, like smartphone, tablet, or household item. I see. This, or anyone thought like working in Samsung before? Share your experience with us by commenting in the comment box below. There's Samsung user here. Alright, without any delay, once again, to all of our viewers who have just tuned in, welcome to a talk with Samsung hosted by SEGi Group of Colleges. We are honored to have Ms. Noor Rashidah and Ms. Diane from Samsung with us tonight. Are you guys ready? If you are ready, comment ready in the comment section. All right. Now I would like to invite Ms. Noor Rashidah and Ms. Diane. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. How are you tonight?
We're good, thank you. How are you, Aldrin?
Good. There's an Unfold launch later, right, at 10 p.m. Are you excited about that?
Well, certainly. Especially I think for Diane, she is working very closely to the team in Malaysia to help streamline the launch virtually for people in Malaysia, so that we get to see it as they unpack in the US, right? From the US, right, Diane?
Yeah. So like if you guys are curious about what's going to be launched up, please join us at 9 p.m. at our Samsung Malaysia YouTube channel, or even at 10 p.m. for the global unpack.
All right, I will pass it to you now. Like, please briefly introduce yourselves and Samsung to our audience.
Yep, sure. Thanks, Aldrin. Hi, guys. My name is Shida. Well, I have quite a full name, technically Malay. Malay name, Rashidah Zainal, but you can call me Shida for short. Like Diane, I used to be a Samsung Management Associate. In fact, I am the first cohort of Samsung Management Associate for Samsung Malaysia Electronics. but now I have graduated. I graduated from UCL in psychology and language sciences. Initially, I wanted to be a speech therapist, but as time goes by, I went into corporate world, and then I've been liking it so far. It has been a great journey for me. So, I just stay put. And Diane here is I would say my colleague. I wouldn't call her my junior, or else it would make me, sound so old. So, Diane here is the second batch of the Management Institute program. Um, Diane, do you want to introduce yourself first for a bit before I
Yeah,
move on?
sure. So, hi guys, nice to see everyone joining us, even though it's so late. So I'm Diane. Actually, my name is Gan Aining, but I do prefer people calling me Diane. I graduated from Monash University, Malaysia, and I did a degree in Bachelor of Science, specifically medical bioscience. So I am in no place, I don't know anything about business. And then I decided to join this management associate program. And I have to tell you, it has been a game changer. It has opened my eyes to a whole new world. And I have to say, I really do like it. So yeah, hope to share with you my journey a bit more after this. And stay tuned, guys.
All right, thank you, Diane. Now, without further ado, I will just continue on. My part will be more on what is Samsung Electronics. I'm sure it is, everyone know about what Samsung sells, but it's not just phone. Uh, a lot of time, people thought that we're just selling phones, but actually it's more than that. So I'm here to tell you, to debunk some myths that there is out there. Okay, and then I'll pass it on to Diane, who will be talking about the Management Associate Program. I do believe that most of our audience here are in the final year, or if not, would soon to be fresh graduates. So stay tuned. Okay, now let me just start with mine. Right. Samsung Electronics. Certainly, Samsung itself is not it's not a strange brand. It is known worldwide. But now I'm going to talk to give a bit more of a context. What does Samsung Electronics, do? More of a bit of the portfolio, in case you kind of missed out a bit, because sometimes things out there, it's not really reflective of our portfolio as a big group. So here goes. Right. So we are situation in we have 230 global bases. Do keep in mind that Samsung Electronics itself is just one of Samsung group business, one of Samsung Group's businesses. Under Samsung Electronics itself, we do have our R&D arms, our manufacturing arms, and sales and marketing arms. For Samsung Malaysia Electronics, it is a sales and marketing subsidiary, which means that what we do here, we are more towards selling the end products to the local markets. Okay, Samsung Electronics itself, we have 297, close to 300,000 as of end of 2020. We have 17 billion USD in terms of R&D expenditure. And then in terms of sales, despite of the pandemic that has hampered hampered the world economy, we managed to get 206 billion USD in terms of sales. We are in 74 countries worldwide. That is that's quite a big presence. But you might think that, we have 74 countries. Why do we have 230 global bases? Again, I would like to reiterate that Samsung Electronics itself, we have multiple businesses. So it would mean that even in, say for instance, if I take example in India, so even in India, we have multiple subsidiaries in one country, given that, it's vast economy, and it's and also in terms of resources that we can get there. Okay, that's how everything plays out. That's just a very brief profile about Samsung. Now, in 2020, we were voted as 5th most valuable brand globally. ranked at 62 billion. In fact, we are the only Asian company in top 5 or in top 10, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to most valued brand globally. And then this is one of the things that all Samsungers are very proud of. Despite the pandemic, we are still named as first world's best employer. That is, in competition with 750 other companies in 45 countries. And that includes Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Alphabet. The parent company of Google as well, in these 750 companies. Okay. Now, that is us worldwide, but what do we actually sell? Okay, I'm sure a lot of you know about IM, which stands for IT and Mobile Communication Division. Even tonight we are having a launch for our third fold. So quite exciting. I hope you guys are tuning in for tonight. But other than that, we also have our Consumer Electronics Division, and that would cover our visual display businesses, our digital appliance businesses, like your fridge in your mom's kitchen, or oven, or washing machine, or if you soon to own a house, could be your vacuums. And also our health and medical equipment business. Our health and medical equipment business has really boomed, especially with with the pandemic that is currently going on. So that's our CE division. And on top of our IM, which is IT and Mobile Communication Division, other than the wearables that you can see on the screen right now, and also the phones, the tablets, we also have our network business. But that may not be very familiar to the end consumers in the market right now. But it is quite we have quite a prominent presence in the telecommunication industry. Right. Other than that, we also have our device solution division that would comprise memory business, system LSI business, and also foundry business. But mainly in Samsung Malaysia itself, Samsung Malaysia Electronics itself, we focus more on CE and IM. Although I am not precluding that DS I'm not precluding that DS is not here. It's also here, but the most prominent business would be CE and IM in Malaysia. Okay. Right. In terms of market share, this is based on April 2021. We are still number 1 in mobile. Our market share, as you can see on the screen, it's 22% versus Apple 14%. Shockingly, Apple is not our main competitor. In fact, they are, how should I say, it's more like a love and hate relationship. It means that even though they are our direct competitor, they are also our main buyer. As you know, the upcoming MacBook is going to be using our Samsung OLED display. And even if you are holding your Apple, around 60 to 70% components that comprise your Apple products would be from Samsung. Okay. But yeah, this is what it is currently. Next, it would be the TV division. So TV division, we have been faring quite far from LG. As you can see, it's 20% versus LG 12%. Okay, in terms of the technology, we can probably say that we do go beyond than our competitors quite comfortably. Although I'm not going to say that it is, we're never complacent. We always want to to make the gap bigger. Right now, in terms of digital home appliances, again we are far in front than LG. Currently, we're standing at 21. Our market share stands at 21% as compared to LG 15%. Digital home appliances not only covers our fridge, it's also our microwaves, our washing machine, and together with some of our display products as well. Right. In terms of marketing spend, a lot of people, whenever we go outside and we talk to students, a lot of people, they thought that, if I'm joining Samsung, I'll be selling phones. I would have to, stand outside the stores and get people to buy phones. Actually, in terms of, no, not really. When it comes to marketing spend, we actually have a equals expenditure compared to in comparison to P&G and L'Oreal, and then if you wanted to have a career in the marketing field, you might have to think like, do you think it sounds cool to sell phone or to sell like shampoos and then body works? So yeah, I would suggest that it's a good thing to think about. Yeah. Right. We also number one in terms of R&D spend. I think that is very reflective of in terms of where we are now. Anyway, we are a prominent name in the technology industry, and therefore that would mean that we are not we're not afraid of actually spending money to invest in terms of exploring what is out there that is possible to be explored or possible to be built, right? Currently we are standing at 17 billion versus Alphabet. If you do not know what Alphabet is the parent company of Google, and then versus Volkswagen as well, which is 14 billion. And of course, our R&D, considering that all the businesses that we are in, our R&D spends quite expensive in AI, in telecommunication, in automotive electronics, and also robotics. Yeah, that's another one. And also in terms of number in total patents granted, in comparison to IBM, we have way more, almost double than what IBM has. Currently, we stood at 76,638, meaning that technology development or whatever technology patents that is out there would be Samsung's. Yeah. Again, but considering that our businesses, we do a lot. We have a lot of presence in multiple businesses, and therefore, it is reflective of what we do, our presence in the market right now. Yeah, so that's Samsung as a whole. Just to give you an idea how big Samsung Electronics is. I have not included Samsung, CNT or Samsung Hospitality. Reason being is because I'm under Samsung Electronics, and then for me to explain more about what Samsung Group is as a whole would take a longer time. But because right now I only have 1 hour with you guys, so I would just keep it short and sweet and brief, so that at least you get the idea of how big our business is. Yeah. Right. But Samsung in Malaysia is, again, as what I've said earlier, it's a sales and marketing subsidiary. We first opened in 1991, and then up to 2005. Before 2005, we were more to we distributed our products to main distributors for these distributors then to sell to our local markets. That was how the business model was. We really depend on this distributor chain in order to get our products out to the customer. But right now, we are no longer in that business model. We have changed, and therefore our our market, our presence is stronger in Malaysia market, and that is that mirrors our achievement from 2009 up until 2019. Sorry, I have not. Actually, it should be 2020, but it got cut. But it's okay. I will explain later. So in 2009, our market share in Malaysia is number one for TV, and then in 2011, that's when our handphone has been the first in terms of market share in Malaysia, and it has been like that ever since. If you thought that Apple is the first, no, it's Samsung. Okay, and then we have in 2012 our refrigerator has climbed up and to claim the first spot in terms of market share as well. And then in 2019, that's our first foldable mobile, touchscreen foldable mobile. And right now, today, fast forward to today, we are now launching the newest generation. And I hope that you guys will tune in because I believe that there's a lot of things that we have incorporated in the newer generation, I believe. And, it would be the differences between the first and the ones that we will be seeing tonight. I definitely feel that it would be very, very different because, a lot of R&D has been spent on our technologies. So, yeah. Anyway, enough with me, talking about Samsung electronics as a whole. I hope it gives you a bit of idea our what we do in the market and how we have grown from as a KL branch to become a subsidiary that holds that controls Malaysia's market nationwide. And I think that is it for me for now. I will pass the floor to Diane. Diane, if you're around.
Hello. Of course I'm around. I only saw that deck like the day when I entered, and then today is the updated one. So
Yeah.
yeah. Do help me share the screen, please.
Yep.
So Shida gave the brief view of our company. I hope this intrigued you to join our company. Otherwise, then maybe I can convince you better. So I'll be explaining a bit more about our Samsung Management Associate Program, and then maybe this will give you a better insight and help you decide whether you want to join our program or not. So yeah, let's begin. So next, please. Okay. So you see, our Samsung Management Associate Program, right? We hire people from every background, any background. It really doesn't matter what you are. And when I say what you are, meaning what you studied, where you studied, this thing doesn't matter to us because for us, talent is more important and it is you and it is who, So we have people from Manchester, we have people from UCL. Shida itself is from UCL, but don't let those big names scare you because I myself is from a local university, even though it is Monash, but it's still a local university. And our next hire, actually, we have a lot of people, quite a lot of people from the public universities as well. So yeah, don't let your background stop you from doing something that might interest you and might change your life, just like me. Yeah. So yeah, moving forward, I will tell you a bit more about how our program is. So yeah, next please, Shida. So it is a 18 months program, as far as I know, and if I'm updated with my news, right? So it is the fastest graduate program that is available currently. And to top it off, we actually have one global assignment. So, but then of course, with the caveat that travel ban is lifted and then we can go traveling again. If not otherwise, then, you will be here during the global assignment. Actually, even as an MA, you will be involved in a lot of global assignments. Like I myself, the moment I joined in just a month or two, I was already assigned with a global project. I get to talk to people from Korea or Singapore, and yeah, so they don't be afraid that they might put you at the side bench. They Samsung is a company that is really keen into helping you progress and also learn. So yeah, in the 18 months, you'll be going through multiple rotations. Each rotation will take about 3 to 4 months. So there are a few departments. So let me give example. Yeah, online business, corporate marketing, brand marketing, which is where I am currently. There is also product marketing. And now you ask, why so many marketing in Samsung? Yeah. So like what Shida said earlier, we are a sales and marketing branch. So product marketing and brand marketing, they have very two different distinct portfolio. Product marketing focuses on the product, while the brand marketing will focus on how the brand should be and how you all view Samsung as a brand. So yeah, that is as simplified as I can tell you. So yeah, before I get stuck on this slide, let us move on. Yeah. so So yeah, again, let me emphasize that it is really not about what you are. It is really about who you are. I think me and Shida is a very great example because both of us are not from the business field. We are both from the science field. So
Correct.
right, yeah.
Yes.
So like for example, myself, I was actually doing research, very into research. I published papers. I was on the way to PhD, and I decided, my curiosity got the better of me and said, hey, why not, go join a business company and see how business is. And from then on, I've just been hooked. So yeah, don't worry if you don't have the background. I had zero. I joined in. People were very nice. They actually take the time to help me get accustomed to this whole new world. And yeah, so and next. So I did say that they are very keen onto your learning and your experience in Samsung, right? So it's because of this thing where they actually personalize your program. So after a few months or before you start your rotation, they will actually talk to you. So your line managers or your superiors will talk to you and ask you exactly what is your interest and where do you see yourself and what do you want to do. So everyone's interest is very different, right? So some people might say, oh, I want to be in OB, like online business, because it's such a new thing, such a hot thing. There's Lazada, there's Shopee. But some people say, hey, I don't want to do that. I want to be in marketing. So yeah, so then they will listen to your interest and they will try to cater the rotations according to your interest. But even though I said that, I do have to say that it's all very based in according to availability. So Samsung cannot be having 10 MAs and all 10 MAs be in online business at the same time, right? So then what about other departments? So that would be a bit difficult to manage. So yeah, it really depends on your rotation and your interest and also your availability. So yeah, thanks. Shida, next please. All right. So now that I've talked about all the program in a gist, now I let you know about the rewards. So or the benefits of this program. So like this slide has said, you are mentored by the president. So who better else to learn about business other than president? Actually, president is another name for CEO, our CEO in the Malaysian branch. So yeah, you will get one-on-one mentoring from him. You will get his time. You get to talk to him, ask questions about him, and be familiar with him. So you see, Samsung is not to say a very big company. At least the branch in Malaysia, we are quite. I can talk to my superiors, and it's okay. So I think it's very hard to get this kind of opportunity in other corporate companies. So yeah, this will be one of the great opportunities. Yeah. And then next would be a training. you also get the chance to be sent to Suwon, which is our HQ in Korea. I'm not sure if you know, it is actually the Korean version of Silicon Valley, or at least that is what I like to call it. So if you guys can Google about it, and you can see it's really just a whole tech city catered for Samsung. There's a lot of things there, a lot of interesting things. So you get to go there. And if, let's say, Korea or Asian countries is not your cup of tea, you can also get a visit to Silicon Valley. So yeah, Shida, show them the next slide, please.
Then I think you might have some buzzing sound.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to fix that though.
Yeah, it's better now. I think it's moving. The mic is moving. Yeah, it's better now.
All right, great. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
So then, if Asian's not your country, like I said earlier, maybe you can go to Silicon Valley. So yeah, since Silicon Valley, we have our R&D center there. So that would be another eye-opening experience. So there are all these opportunities that Samsung is ready to give out. Only that with the current circumstances, whether COVID will be able to, allow us to experience all this or not. So, right, Shida?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So hopefully I get to experience my global assignment too, guys. So yeah, with all this said, right, let me just zoom through our rewards. I have to say that our reward package is actually pretty good. Coming from myself, I have surveyed the MA programs in the market. Let's be realistic, money is pretty important right now, and I have to say it's one of the highest. So on top of that, there are also other stuff that I cannot disclose for now. If you apply and you join, then you will know. On top of that, then I think it really makes it to be at about the 97th percentile of the market. So that's a pretty good deal, guys. I don't know how to attract you anymore if that doesn't affect you. Right? So guys, if you want to meet me, if you want to meet Shida in person, if you want to be part of this company whose goal is to constantly innovate and change the world, then you can sign up. Yeah. And that's all from me. So I think if I remember correctly, Shida, we will open the floor for questions, right? So that we get to know them better.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go for a halftime break now. Before we go, let me share with you what will happen when we are back. After the break, we are going to open up the Q&A session. So if you have any question that you want to ask Miss Rashidah and Miss Diane, you may begin to type and leave your question in the comment section, and they will try their best to answer all of your questions. So stay tuned, everyone. During our lucky draw section, be reminded that we will announce the winner name. The winner will have to comment "I am the winner" within 1 minute. If the winner fails to identify himself within the 1 minute mark, we will draw another winner. Okay, with that said, let's go for our break and we will see you shortly. All right, we are back. So let's get into the Q&A session immediately. Please flesh out the first question of the night. Oh, how can we apply for SMAP? This question I think is for Miss Diane, right?
So I believe we have a slide that says where to apply for it. Shida. I think Shida will be showing the
Yeah,
slide.
hi.
It will be a
Sorry.
QR code.
Yeah. Yep. Trying to get it up. Okay, if you're interested, you can scan this QR code, but in case it doesn't work, we also have left you guys a bit.ly link. Just go into the into the form, then you just register your interest, and then as and when we are, we will be having our assessment center, we will definitely look you in. And
Yeah.
also, I do understand that some may not be looking for a graduate job right now because they are still in maybe your first year or maybe in your second year, or maybe you're just trying to figure out if something is in line with your values or not. Maybe you can try out our internship program as well. Internship program, it runs from 3 to 6 months, and don't worry, you will not be doing all those photocopy machine, photocopy stuffs only. You will definitely be involved in projects. If not mistaken, two of our interns right now, they are currently involved very heavily in ensuring that our launch tonight runs successfully. So yeah, that's quite an exciting project for young people, which I think will look cool on your CV as well. In terms, you would also learn a lot. So yeah, I will
Okay.
leave this on here for you guys. Yeah.
All right. Can we have a tour to Samsung? Like, I wonder how is look inside look like.
A bit tough now because I am not. First, I'm not in the office. Both Diane and I are not in the office right now. It's at night. And also because we have not been back to the office actually for quite a long time. It's just us and when under very strict, um, urgent or emergency, circumstances. But otherwise, it's quite tough to invite you guys in to see how the Samsung looks like. Yeah, but we will definitely maybe make a video, and just another video just to let you guys sneak a peek kind of thing, just to see how it looks like in Samsung, just to get the idea of how we work and the dynamic that we have in Samsung. Yeah, definitely put
All
that.
right.
Yeah.
All right. The following question. Then, may I know what's the criteria to select the SMA? Thank you.
So as to be selected, first you need to join. Then you will have to go through assessments, and you will have to go through an online assessment. So it will just be the normal one, which is the visual test, math test, and then you will be notified and for this assessment center. So in this assessment center, they will test you on things that are essentially who you are. So what are your skills? What your like whether are you good at presenting, how are you and your cooperation with your teammates, how, whether are you resilient, how do you work under pressure. So these are the things that would be great if you can hone it right now. Samsung is not exactly looking for hard skills, more like we are searching for soft skills. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question.
Okay. To the next question is the working culture is Samsung. It's
Great.
is yeah. Is the working culture is Samsung great?
I think I was just talking to Shida this afternoon. We agreed that the best part about Samsung is definitely the people. I think I've also mentioned earlier that the people are very willing to help out, even though they are all very busy. They are very accommodating, knowing that you might come from a different background. They are very patient, and also I have to say the staffs are pretty young. Yeah, we have a lot of young staff, so I think that is certainly something quite different.
Okay.
Shida, you want to add on?
Okay.
Sorry?
You want to add on what makes Samsung great? The
Yeah,
working culture.
surely. Be glad to do so. I think again, I truly support Diane. When I first came into the working world, it was quite frightening for me, especially because being in a corporate world is not something that I was really looking forward to back then. I wanted to be a speech therapist, but again, when I come back from the UK to Malaysia, that kind of job is just not readily available especially for people who are just holding a Bachelor of Science degree, but not a specialist degree. So I decided to give Samsung a try, and lo and behold, I'm already here for almost 2 years, and I must say that I still want to stay. Um, most Almost certainly 90% is because of the people that I work with. They understand that you guys, and they understand that we are new. They understand that you will make mistakes, but you cannot learn if you do not make mistakes. There's a lot of people out there who always say that, yeah, it's okay, make mistakes. But then again, there's a few instances when I hear from my friends saying that when they make mistakes, when they make newbie mistakes, what we call, the bosses are just they just flip, which doesn't really sense the message that it's okay to make mistakes because you're learning. But I don't see that in the setting that I am right now. So yes, 90% definitely I will give it to the people that I work with. The other 10%, because of the people that I work with, because they understand the development that I need. Therefore, the job that comes with it becomes enjoyable. It's hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's hard. But with the right people, you will have the right attitude. So I think that would be the way that I would describe my experience with Samsung for 2 years so far. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now it's the turn for lucky draw session. Before we enter the lucky draw, I would like to introduce the next live section on the 18th of August. Mr. Nelson Un from Riot Game. If you are interested in the topic behind the marketing of League of Legends, please do join us. Now, before we begin, I must remind everyone again, please remember to comment I'm the winner if your name is being called as our winner within 1 minute after the announcement, or you will be forfeited. Are you ready? Let's see who is our lucky draw tonight. Our first winner is Jay. Congrats! Please comment I am the winner to identify and validate yourself before the times run out. While waiting for the winner, let's continue on our Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
there's a lot.
What is like to work in Samsung?
How do I answer this? I would have to say every day you are learning something new, my expectation of going into MA program, actually I would say my expectation of my first job is, especially in the first few months, is that they will put you at the side bench and give you probably interns work and something to just let you be occupied with while they are busy with their time. But in Samsung is they are not afraid to include you and allow you to see the process that is happening. So yeah, I think for me, I'm a person who really do like to learn. So the fact that this company is so pays so much attention to us learning and be better, I think that for me is the best part about it.
Okay. So is the winner here?
Yeah, I saw he says I am the winner here.
Congrats.
Yeah, congrats. Okay, let's draw for a second winner. Oh, congrats to Chi Win Yong. So comment, you are the winner in the comment section. Okay. From Chi Ming, any tips to increase the chances of our profile being selected in SMAP?
Any tips to increase the chances of our profile being selected for SMAP? Okay. This is quite. How would I say? I'm trying to make it sound. Does not sound wrong. Come on, wrong. Most often that people who apply to us, they come with the same background. What I meant is that the profiles that they show to us are the same. They are they have internship experience. They usually have volunteering experience, and then they would have how should I say? Sometimes they would have side hustles, extra courses that they want to show off in their CV, just to say that they actually do something other than being restricted in classroom, which is totally not wrong. But I think right now, instead of just the CV, we also see how you do as a person. And therefore, that's where the assessment center comes in. Just to let you know that being selected for a SMAP is not just from CV review. It comes from a multiple assessment. There's an online assessment to see how's your EQ, um, how's your logic, how's your verbal reasoning, and then there's the assessment center. The assessment center itself is, for me, very interesting for someone who used to be one who got assessed to being someone who actually built it. Be a part of a team that builds it. I think when you get the chance to actually be in an assessment center, one thing that strikes us the most as an employer would be how you present yourself. That's one. How energetic you are. How do you want to deliver your points without sounding rude? Okay, being aggressive is not a license for you to be rude. That's always, people always thought that, yeah, I need to get my points heard. Therefore, I will just shut people up. I will just cut people off so that people listen to me. That is actually a red flag for us. Yeah. So, how you bring yourself. And thirdly, content. And you see, content, I cannot, schools give you a lot of tools, how to use tools. But it is your responsibility how to use these tools, in relative to the context that you're in the situation that you are in. Yeah, being able to contextualize the tools, aka the knowledge that you gained in classes, is what sets people apart from book smart to street smart to intelligent smart. That's a different kind of smarts. We don't want people who knows how to learn. We also want people who know how to get things done. So that's the criteria that I would say that would highlight your profile to be selected in SMAP.
Okay. Oh, there's another question from Maya. Is only degree student can work with Samsung?
No.
No.
Master students can work as well. Diploma students can work as well. Yeah, any background, any certificate of education. However, I do have to, because often people mix up with, they thought that SMAP is the only entry level that we have. No, it also depends on what kind of job that you're looking for. For example, if you're looking for a job that the nature is analyzing or planning a strategy, and therefore needs a higher level of education, then that would be how it is. But if you can find, we also have other vacancies that suits your certificate. So it's up to you to choose what suits your skills the most. Yeah.
Right. There's a question from Phoebe. Is what was your most significant memories working at Samsung?
I would have to say it's the people again, because let me give an example. Yeah, so me and Shida, we were actually working on a department in the same department previously. So during that time, it was a group of 11 of us, with of course with other MAs as well. And I have to say that our bond right now, as we are trying to get things done, we were working, together. We became very close knit, and I would say we are now not even colleagues. We are friends. We check up on each other, like, hey, have you eaten lunch? Hey, are you okay? We I think these are the things that makes me realize that I miss office more than ever. Because if you're working from home, then these interactions are all very different and a lot lesser than if you're in office. Another thing that I would say is our pantry. There is a lot of vending machines that with Korean goodies that you can go and explore and also try. So that is one of the things that I really do like.
All right. I think the second winner didn't show up. We will draw the
Oh
winner in
no,
our social media. Yeah.
didn't show up. Oh no.
Okay.
Okay, time to pick
Before,
up another one then.
sorry.
Is it time to pick up another winner?
Yeah, we pick up our winner in our social media tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh
All right.
man.
Before we end this session, if you are interested the behind of the marketing of League of Legends, please do join us on the 18th of August with Mr. Nelson Wu. All right. We have come to the end of today's live talk session. Once again, on behalf of SEGi Group of Colleges, we would like to thank Ms. Rashidah and Ms. Diane and Samsung Malaysia for making times to this session and your generous sponsor. Congrats to all the winner of the lucky draw tonight too. Of course, not forgetting all of our viewers. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight and stay tuned for our upcoming live talk session. And until we see you the next time. Stay home, stay safe. Have a
See
wonderful
you next week,
evening from
guys.
all of us in
Bye.
SEGi Group of Colleges. See you and bye bye. Bye
Bye.
everyone.